Hey guys, welcome back to more gameplay and commentary with Tamikaze. Today I'm going to be playing a new map. I don't even think that it's been released to the general public yet. It's a new custom zombie map called Dale's Dock. And this map was a lot of fun. I had a really good time playing it. You know, you may, once you get a chance to play it, I'm assuming that Dale is going to release his map. I'm also assuming that this guy's name is Dale. But yeah, assuming that he releases his map to the public, a lot of people might think that this is too easy. That there's not much of a challenge on this map. And, you know, I would tend to agree, but that's not always why I play zombie maps. I play zombie maps to have fun. You know, it is fun to challenge yourself from time to time, and to really challenge yourself on this map, you'll either have to go into really, really high rounds, or just make up your own challenges to limit yourself, like knife only. Even wall weapons only, honestly, would probably be a little bit too easy. Maybe pistols only. You know, sniper rifles only. You know, the typical challenges that people, you know, do. You know, just when they're really enjoying a map, but they want to kind of mix things up a little bit. So you see me trying to jump through this window, and I played a previous version of this map yesterday or the day before. And there was a couple of problems, with this map, and one of them was that window over there that you saw me trying to jump through. You could actually jump through it, and I have my video gameplay on that, and I was kind of waiting on that to get Dale's permission, you know, before I released any YouTube footage of this map, because you know I didn't know if he was okay with that. I knew he still wanted to make some changes and kind of sharpen things up a little bit. And it looks like he's made at least one of those changes, and I believe he does fix a couple other things. So I'm pretty pleased that he at least cared enough to fix some of the problems. But I do find another one while I'm out when I'm playing this round or this game, and you'll see it. It was really annoying, and I thought I was going to restart the game, which would have just. I don't mind doing it, but it's when I find glitches like that, you know, it ruins the game for you, and then you're just kind of wondering, do I even want to pick this up again? But I find a way out of this glitch or whatever it is, and you'll see it when I get there. Right there in that corner is where Jug used to be. He moved it deeper into the map to give you more incentive to open things up. That's a pretty smart move. Actually, in that corner there too. Yeah, right here. On the previous version of this map, when you stand there in that corner, all the zombies on the map just stopped and wouldn't pursue you. And I don't think I ever go back there again in this gameplay. So I don't know if he fixed that, but it's stupid. I mean, what's the point of exploiting a glitch that just causes all the zombies to stop, right? You know, not a whole lot of fun. You may have noticed in the box there was the thunder gun, and I do get the thunder gun later and have a really good time with it. I don't have it for too long. I think I have it for like 2 whole rounds maybe before I trade it out for something else, because honestly on this map you do not need the thunder gun. But I have a good time rounding up the zombies and blowing them away, which makes for some pretty hilarious footage. If you can stick around and see that. This first half of the gameplay, it's really going to be me setting up my endgame strategy. You know, me opening up certain doors and not opening up other ones right away. You know, all for the purpose of making it as easy as I possibly can to camp, because that is what I'm all about, is camping. I love me some camping. So I will pretty much do whatever I can on a map to find a camping strategy. If you notice that spine, and if you're unfamiliar with the UGX mod, which if you are unfamiliar, shame on you. But yeah, if you're unfamiliar with the UGX mod, that spine is called Terminator. and it's so for a limited amount of time, you have infinite ammo and you don't need to reload in your weapon. So, so yeah, I'm just using my lowest powered weapon. Actually, I don't even know if these pistol rounds honestly might be more powerful than that Scorpion that I had, but yes, anyway, for the sake of argument, I'm using the pistol, or I was, as long as I had that Terminator, just to maximize my points, which is what I'm going for right now. Yeah, the gameplay is a little slow going at first. You know, when points are at a premium, you know, here's the power. Gives you a little foggy, hazy effect when you turn the power on. So, if you have a whole group of zombies behind you, it may not be such a good idea to go turn the power on because you might get a little bit confused in the temporary fog haze, and you might get yourself down. So that's just something to think about. I believe Dale's also put a few more like big debris, like these lights. I don't believe these giant lights were in his previous version. You know, just gives you something else you have to think about, something else to have to you know, run around and watch out. You know, there's debris all over the place where you can get hung up on, and but yeah, it just makes it a little bit more interesting, especially for wide open space like this. It's good to throw in some debris that you can get caught up on. I know it's annoying when you get caught up on stuff and you get downed. You're like, oh gosh, you know, in real life I would never have gotten caught up on that. It's stupid, but come on. I mean, you gotta make it a little bit challenging for yourself. So no big complaint there. Just trying to make some crawlers to do a little bit more map exploration. Drinking some coffee. I'm staying up like past my bedtime trying to get this commentary done because I had such a good time playing this map. Real good time so far. And so I want to see if I can get some of this commentary done before I go to bed. Just, you know, I'm looking around for the jug. It's like, well, you know, if he didn't put it in that corner there, where could he have put it? And he's actually done made quite a few changes to this version of the map that I think were just great. Because, you know, the map, like previously, I mean, it looked like this and all, but he expanded a few areas and moved some things around, which I thought was a real smart move. And I'm looking around here because where the huge wide open area where Jug ends up being, well, not wide open, but it's a huge area, it wasn't there in the previous version of this map. To my knowledge, I'm like 99.9% sure. Like this little cutout, I don't think that was there either. I don't even know what purpose this serves. Maybe just some extra running room. And here's a zombie glitch coming up. This guy's gonna walk down and he's gonna ignore me and just stop. There we go. Yep. No one over here. He'll walk a little bit and then he'll eventually notice me. There we go. He took the scenic route getting to me. So yeah, little glitch, but it's no big deal. I mean, if the zombies were running at full speed, as they will be here in a little bit, I'm sure that wouldn't be much more than a hiccup, and they would run right around and get to me. Another guy just run somewhere. I was just over there, right? You know, you'd think if you would have taken the other way, and like the other guy did. Nope. So yeah, some zombie weirdness. But hey, in maps, you want a little bit of zombie weirdness. Remember that map UFSO? I was playing it a while back, showing the death animations for the map. Okay, right here. Right here is where I get stuck. Anyway, let me finish up the UFSO one. There's all sorts of crazy weirdness that happens on that map when you kill the zombies in certain areas. You know, the bodies all twitch out and everything. So zombie weirdness is good. Maybe I'll touch on that in a little bit. But here I'm stuck. I'm stuck on some mystery debris. I'm stuck on some roots or something. I can't move. I can't jump. I mean, I'm trying to jump right now. I'm trying to, I knife. I try and crouch, and nothing seems to be working. So I'm like, I'm just gonna kill myself, or maybe I'll dislodge myself. I've got the quick revive, which does work like Black Ops quick revive. So I thought, you know, maybe it'd help me get out of the situation, or it would just kill me and I'd restart it. So I'm pretty frustrated at this point. I'm like, this is not happening. I'm just kind of getting going, getting the map opened up, showing y'all some things, and I get stuck. So I'm like, oh, I'll do some crouching, and oh, now I eventually, okay, so I can kind of crawl. I'm crawling kind of weird sideways crawl, too. But so I'm gonna just avoid that area from now on. But anyway, so that map UFSO, if you've never played it, go download it, zombiemodding.com, go play it. You know, really cool, you know, small map, but a bunch of zombie weirdness happens in that map. See this area? Okay, this area over here, there wasn't this balcony place to drop off, and this whole huge open area didn't exist before. But it's pretty useless, honestly. You don't want to run circles or anything like that in this area. There's just too much fog and debris, plants. You're gonna get yourself screwed. So just you know, grab Jug in this area and then get out of here and never come back, because there's way better places to be. You know, maybe a challenge you could come up with was, how long can you survive in this crazy forest area? You know, if that's your thing, whatever. You know, it'll be quite a challenge. But yeah, I like some zombie weirdness. You know, when zombies, as long as it's not, you know, game ruining. You know, like you can stand to one area and then the zombies just stop for an eternity, or you know, you glitch out permanently. You know, the game-changing glitches are annoying, but a little bit of, you know, zombies acting bizarre, kind of like zombies shouldn't act, is cool. You know, it's fun. You know, it helps you just, in your mind, you start just coming up with your own zombie mythology, and like, why is the zombie doing that? You know, maybe it's because some weird element 115 experiment's gone even more wrong. You know, you just have fun with it. But so this area here is where I'm going to be holding out most of the time. Now, okay, at the top of the screen it says, warning, the boss is coming. In the UGX mod, when you play the arcade mode, which is what I'm playing right now, you know, every few rounds, I believe it's like every 5 rounds or something, instead of having dog rounds, they have boss rounds, and it's one zombie out of this group that gets released, has an extremely high amount of health. Look at that. The screen changes. When the closer you get to the zombie, he'll like distort your vision. He'll breathe fire on you. He'll, you know, scream, you know, crazy movements. It's pretty incredible. I mean, the guys did a great job making this a very paralyzing experience. Okay, that's one of the temporary drops you'll see in this map. There's you know, invulnerability, which is what I got there, and so you take no damage for a certain amount of time. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this craziness. I get this gun off the wall. I've got to start doing some serious damage, or this guy's gonna just own me. And when he dies, when the boss dies, he drops that fire sale deal. So you go to wherever there's a box location. I think there's one over here, but I haven't. There is. I just haven't unlocked that area. There's the flopper, the PhD flopper perk, so you know that's in the map. There's also stamina, jug, speed, quick revive, and dead shot, and double tap. I didn't say that, but yeah. So you got all the perks in this map, and they all come in handy, big time. But yeah, so the temporary drops that you get are invulnerability. It looks like that shield, so you don't take any damage for a time. Increased speed, which once you get stamina up, you don't need increased speed. But pick it up if you can get it, I guess, but don't die for it. Point multiplier, that's like double points. Terminator, you saw that one, it has that drop that looks like a spine, so you get like unlimited ammo and no reload, which is awesome. And then there's this turret that gets dropped, and you'll probably see it eventually. Actually, you'll see it quite a bit because the drops are pretty liberal, and I would not, I'm not even gonna say it's excessive because it's just fun. It's super fun having these drops. They help you out quite a bit, even high rounds. In high rounds on like Black Ops and stuff like that, your the perks would be pretty infrequent, or the drops would be pretty infrequent, which is it's just kind of annoying. I mean, I guess it adds to that challenge. Like, you know, in the high rounds, you're not going to see too many max ammo drops, just to, you know, up the difficulty. But, you know, in the UGX mod, it doesn't do that. It pretty much keeps them free flowing. Now there's a door over here, right here, that you can open, but for my strategy, I'm keeping that closed. I'll open it up later toward the very end of the game when I'm just going crazy, running around, having a good time. But for right now, I'm keeping it closed, and I'm keeping there's another door up here that I didn't identify, but you can open that too, but I'm keeping that closed as well, because I want to funnel all the zombies through this one area, down this hallway, so I have this long hallway just to shoot them. Get headshots and stuff like that. So, yeah, as you can see, the map, it doesn't look super good, but it looks pretty good, right? I mean, it's not Project X, but it's a pretty good looking map. And if you're, you know, if you absolutely won't play a map that's like easy mode, then you're gonna miss out, because yeah, it's not gonna be the most challenging thing in the world, but you're gonna have a lot of fun. And if you watch both these videos that I've made, part 1 and part 2, you're gonna see just how much fun you can have with the way this map is put together, and with the UGX mod weapons. You're gonna see some pretty incredible stuff. So this first map is me setting it up, getting the starting strategy together, opening the necessary doors that I need to open, you know, figuring out what I'm gonna do, showing you guys how to do it. Alright, and then the second video is gonna be my end game and getting grisly, getting some mean weapons and going to town on these guys. So yeah, here's that turret drop. It shoots for you. It's not the most powerful. I mean, in the high rounds, you'll see it doesn't take down the zombies too terribly fast, but it gives you the points for the damage that it does, and that's really, really cool, because it is like having another soldier on the field, as Roland would say. Yeah, don't want to get caught. Don't want to get caught. So I'm getting back to my spot. Anyone who tells you that the UGX mod isn't fun is just lying to you. They have an agenda to push, so don't listen to them. This mod is super fun, and you will see from the guns that I pull out of the box and then go pack-a-punch, you will see just how much fun you can have. I don't show you every one of them. It would take probably a lot of videos, or at least a lot of video editing and stuff like that, to do a whole compilation of all the weapons and their pack-a-punch versions that the UGX mod has to offer, because there is a tremendous amount of them. But yeah, it's a blast, and you'll see. Like I say, I don't show you. I probably show you less than 25% of all the weapons that the mod has to offer, but you'll see. It's great. It's a lot of fun. Now, one of the annoying things about this strategy is this whole long walkway. If you make a crawler, especially down at this far end, you can't jump over them. You know, you'd think that you could kind of work your way around them. I try a few different times to get around them, but you can't. So I thought, I was like, well, I'll just cut this footage for y'all, so you don't have to watch it all and stuff like that. But in all reality, it takes about a minute. And I was like, oh, I don't really want to go through the video editing process just to edit out a minute. I was like, we can sit here and have some chit chat, have some good discussion, talk more about the map and things like that in a minute. So I'll just do a little bit more map exploration, just looking around. This is a good area that I train in later on in the map, and it is a great area to train because the zombies can only come in from this one way. Also, if a turret drops in this area, that window to my right, it's a window. It's like a closed off window. The zombies can, or the turrets can still shoot through it. So that makes it kind of a cool thing, having a turret that's shooting out a window for you. You know, kind of softening up the guys that are coming your way. Opening up a few more things. In that corner here is where the Pack-a-Punch can respawn. I'm not sure why this flag is just levitating in the air, but yeah, not only does the box move, the mystery box, but the Pack-a-Punch machine moves also. Thinking, what do I do? That's a good sniper rifle. Not so much stock, but when you Pack-a-Punch it. And you'll see when I Pack-a-Punch it what happens. If you haven't seen it already, it's pretty incredible. But yeah, here's where the Pack-a-Punch machine starts out. I believe it starts out here every time. And I Pack-a-Punch this M141 gun. I Pack-a-Punch it because I can buy ammo off the wall, kind of up there where I'm camping. So and this is all just about point building. All about point building early on, and showing you guys some stuff. So I'm gonna get to it. Gonna get to my strategy. Buy the stamina up here. It's just good to have stamina. I never really appreciated it, oddly enough, until I started playing some of these custom maps that had it, and just being able to run circles with stamina up is a game changer. Like I don't run circles with crap, but with stamina up and kind of the openness of this map, a lot of wide open space, especially kind of upstairs there where I told you I was going to be running some circles later. It's pretty easy. Now right here, there's a piece of wood. There was like a banister or like some hand railing in the previous version of this map, and he cut all that out, but left that for whatever reason. Maybe just got lazy and left that wood piece. And I've already gotten caught on it once already, and I think I get caught on it a couple more times, but it's really annoying having to think about that. When you're kind of running through here, and you got to just be careful, and you get caught on something, and you're like, what the heck am I stuck on? You can't really see what it is, especially if if you don't turn the brightness up. I turn the brightness up on this map a little bit, pretty much just for the sake of making this video, because it's pretty dark. It's a nighttime map, so. And with the fog and stuff like that, it's pretty dark. So yeah, I brightened it up a little bit because I wanted y'all to see the weapons and kind of see the zombies coming from further away, and see the map as a whole, like when I pan around. Just a few more minutes on this first video. As you can see, nothing like tremendously exciting is going on, but it's still cool. It's still cool to find these areas, like this camping area, to hold out in, funnel the zombies through. Like I said in this next video that I do coming up, we get intense. We bring the intensity. We get crazy at times. We have a lot of fun. Tons of body parts fly. You see what some of these Pack-a-Punch weapons really do. The strengths of the UGX mod. All this stuff is going to be on display, and this map is really just the perfect one so far. I think it's like only the second map to have the UGX mod on it. The first being Coma Sea, and then this is like the second one. This is like the first person to come up with a map. I got a crawler here. The first guy to make a map with the UGX standalone mod on it was this guy, Dale. And dude, if your name's not Dale, oof, I'm sorry, but why'd you name your map Dale's Docks? Or Dale's Dock, whatever. Yeah, you can actually shoot out this window at the zombies that are coming there. So if you manage to drop a turret, like I said earlier, it can shoot at the guys coming that way for you. That's pretty cool. Yeah, what I was doing there, I was just like shooting through trying to see if you can actually shoot through the wall, trying to see if anything on the other side of that wall was taking damage, like the railing or the tree way out there. Was seeing if I could see any bullets. So yeah, here I'm going, hitting the box. I haven't hit the box too many times, but I will up that later, I promise. Seeing whatever weapons I can get. Okay, I get to add the Dragunov. I've papped this one before, and I don't think I have something in mind that I want to get. So I want to see if I can get it. Okay, that's the one right there. I'm thinking it's one of those. It's a gun that when you pack a punch it, it's gonna be a gun similar to like I don't know what it's called, the VR-11 or the VR something. It's the wonder weapon from Call of the Dead where it turns the zombies into like guys wearing suits, and then they just kind of run off screaming or whatever like that, and then the zombies follow them. And it's a diversion, lets you maybe escape some zombies that are close by you if you were in a bad spot. And so this does something similar to that. I forgot. Okay, what is the name of this? Let's see what it is. The VR OA3. And what did it do? It turned him not into a guy who's running around screaming, who's helpless. It turns him into a soldier with a weapon that is going to fight by your side. How awesome is that? So he's already seeing some guys. He takes a zombie down. Especially in these earlier rounds, these guys are super efficient. Yeah, they got to reload their weapons and stuff like that, and he starts taking some damage. Well, I'll go ahead and make a couple more. Yes, sir. Look at that. Got a few more soldiers now. I can't even begin to explain how cool that is. Like, that is awesome. Now, if you'll notice, it doesn't seem like every time I shoot, I get one of these guys to spawn up. But it does happen fairly often. You know, and even if it's not like an every shot thing, maybe it's like an every, I don't know if it's like every other shot or whatever it would be, but it happens enough that it makes it really, really cool. And now I'm just like shooting through my guys. But that's alright. I mean, this is totally awesome. Anyway, the map's coming to an end, or this video's coming to an end. Stay tuned to the next one. You'll see we'll get way more intense. I'm Tom Mikaze, and I'm out.